Hi, I like to picture myself as a writer. Even though I don't write as much anymore, not as I used to. Sometimes it feels like that I lost my ability to use words or to just put them in a nice order to express what I'm thinking because um I feel like I'm just confused now. I'm purely confused. I moved from Germany to Sweden and also know English. Like I speak English right now, and whenever I write, I don't know what language to use because I don't know what is best. I don't th- like there is this huge gap from idea and execution because I think about the purpose of what I'm writing, like who is supposed to read it in case somebody should read it. What language do they know? And therefore, what language should I use? So I spent a lot of time and energy thinking about that, and that usually leads to not writing, which is sad, just really sad. I also read less than I used to, like way less, and I'm telling myself, I don't have time. It's a lie. My focus is just ruined, and yeah, I consume more images nowadays, and that's not wrong. It's just different. Um, I mean, you're bombarded with so many images daily, especially when you're using social media. And I didn't have social media for the longest time of my life, and I've been trying or thinking about deleting it, but there because of all the downsides it brings with it, and it also has upsides, mainly the social part that might not always be as visible, but it's like it's gambling basically. You never know what you're gonna stumble upon, and it might be an opportunity but also might lead to your downfall and just a distraction, and then you don't write, you just stare on a shiny rectangle for hours. And yeah, besides of that, I think words are very subjective. They're very subjective because I don't know, images are more versatile when it comes to communication from groups of different people with different backgrounds to speak different languages, because the whole struggle I have with writing comes from the fact that I know different languages more or less well. And yeah, now I kind of lost my point. Oh yeah, no, wait. Words are very subjective, yeah. Because I was thinking some words only mean something to yourself or a specific group of people, even though others know the language you're using as well. But one might come up with their own ways and of interpreting and translating the things you thought are so obvious and well formulated that there is no room for interpretation, but there always might be, because I don't know how to. I like it makes sense in my mind, but I can't put words on it because I don't write as much anymore. However, you don't really have that thing with images, or you do, but they seem to be more objective. They're not purely objective, of course, but more than words or text could ever be. Um, Here I have my notebook. I used to write a lot, almost like it is some sort of diary, I can say, but not only, it's also a lot of observations, and it's more like my inner monologue. It's more of my inner monologue and my way of seeing things than what I did that day. Um, and I used to write so much because I had so much going on, and I wanted to record it. I really tried to record it, so I didn't only have to write the date, and when I write whatever I just wrote, I also added the time. So sometimes I would write like, I don't know, 3 to 6 different entries. Sometimes one like a page or more on a specific time, and it really helped to focus my fucking thoughts. And nowadays I just don't write anything at all except of to-do lists, maybe, or like a quarter page or whatever, like this. Like that's not a lot. That's not a lot of words, and I feel like I lost the ability to write Korean text, or to think in a coherent way, or to just formulate whatever I'm thinking. I really struggle with that, which is also partly why I try to talk in front of a camera and upload it, because I need to practice talking and practice daring to be perceived, I suppose. I don't think I will. Like, I honestly don't think anybody will find these videos. Like, not many people will find them because they're, like, I don't know, too bored to, or too niche, or just not well produced. I don't know what I'm saying. Like, it's just a huge mess, and I doubt that the algorithm will pick up and show this to people. My dog is here. But yeah, I really don't want to post this year, but I will. I will, and I will force myself to write. I really want to write a book. When I was 11 or 12, I really wanted to have a typewriter because I was really trying to write short stories a lot, and I really wanted to build this world where I could escape to when everything else just got too boring or too much. But I had so high, or way too high expectations on what I wanted to build, like the place I wanted to have within my mind, that I could never really do it, and therefore I stopped at some point, I suppose, which is sad. It's really sad. And I also got too influenced by the things I was surrounded with, like books I read at this time. Like, I would unconsciously adapt the way other authors write, and would write very very similarly, which I now think is pretty cute. But I got really upset about that back then, like really really, because I wanted to find my own way of doing things at a very young age, and really got disappointed when it didn't work. because yeah, the same with drawing and painting. I tried to find a style so hard that at some point I just gave up and forgot about it. I just forgot about that that was my intention, and then suddenly people recognize the way I do things. Just really weird. Um yeah. I feel too stressed out right now, even though there's no reason. It feels like there's too much pressure on my chest, which keeps me from doing what I just said, like creating, expressing, writing, practicing, and getting better at things. Because there's too much chaos, and I feel like I should fix that. I feel like I own too many physical objects, and there's just too much chaos at the place where I live. It keeps me from organizing whatever is within myself. Yeah, I will try to fix that.